Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this episode we're going to talk about why the Forester hasn't been in the videos for a few months. But before we do that, we need to get the front end of the Mini back on. So basically the crash bar and the bumper, we need to put that on so then we can move the Mini forward and we can get the Forester, turn it around and show you why this guy's been sat here. But before we get too deep into today's video, let's roll the intro. Alright, so the Mini is outside now. Lee's having a drink. Thirsty bastard. Anyway, so now we got this space. What we're going to do is get the Forester, turn it around, and then we'll explain why this car has been here for a while and why you haven't seen it in the channel. So, yeah, let's move all this shit and then let's turn it around. Oh my god, so the car is back. So as you can see, we turn it around. It's been a fucking nightmare because we didn't want to push it out to turn it around and all that. So Lee almost fucking tripped. And so yeah. Now we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about why the car is not on the road, at least for now. All right, let's have a chat. So the reason why you haven't seen the Forester in a while is because of this. In October, late October last year, I got crashed into by someone that decided that they didn't want to pay attention anymore to the road and do whatever the fuck they wanted to. So, yeah, got me pretty fucking hard, over 40 miles an hour. And as you can see, it's a bit of a damage. And because the car is old and it's hard to get, or probably impossible to get new doors and new panels and stuff like that, make sure it's written off the car, and he made it a Cat S. A Cat S here in the UK means structural. As I know it looks bad, I know it looks fucking bad. So what we're gonna do today is take that front wing, see how it is underneath, and go from there. But what's the plan for the car? The plan is basically rebuild it and get it back on the road. I don't want to put a timeline because I don't really know, but ideally I would like it maybe May. Hopefully just before the summer so I can enjoy her again. She's never going to leave my side. If he's not leaving now after this, he's never going to fucking leave. This is one of my forever cars and she deserves to be back on the road. So what we're going to do is take the wing off today, just the wing, just to give you an introduction on how bad it is and start rolling this series as I am itching to get this car back on the road. I already got an airbox because as I'm going to show you, it's cracked. We're going to need track rod ends, but if you remember, when I did this, when I changed the steering rack, my other steering rack had inners and outers rods, which I replaced, I think it was now maybe 2 years ago, and they're in good condition. So we can swap those to my STI steering rack, so basically it's free. Then we need an airbox, as I said, which I already got. We need the inners and outers rod end. We need a suspension arm, and we need shock absorbers, which they were old anyway, so we're going to change for KYB. And of course, we need a new wheel and a new door. As I said, as you can see right here, the airbox is cracked. So right there is cracked. But if you look at this line, you look at that line coming down right here, and we go to the other side. I don't know if you can appreciate, but it's exactly the same. It might not look the same to you, but you can. But I can assure you that it's exactly the same. Yeah, I know the wing is bent, but all of that is just removable. So we're gonna remove that and see how it is underneath. So we got a couple of bolts to remove. So we got 3 bolts at the top. There's 1 bolt here for the headlamp. And then there's 1 here on the wing, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to. But in theory, this should start moving. Then we're going to have to undo the bumper as well. And that should be it, really. I don't know what else is down here, but I'm assuming there might be some more down there, so we'll have a look anyway. It's very dirty down there. Alright, let me show you. If we come this way. Right there, there's another bolt. Now, because I'm not going to utilize it all, I don't care damaging this, so I'm going to try to pull this out a bit, and then I can get that bolt out. Let's see if I can get a spanner in there. Alright, see if we can get a spanner here. We can just fucking get this bolt out. There we go, that's turning. This might take a while. Alright, that one is out. Here goes a bolt. So, we got just a couple of clips holding the bumper together, and then, as you can see, it's mostly out. So, let's get that out, then we can have a look. Alright, so, there is another bolt right here. I don't know if you can see it. Down there, that goes behind the actual headlamp, so it's somewhere in here. Don't know if I can actually feel it or if I need to take, oh yeah, I can actually feel it, it's right here. So I'm gonna take that out, even though it was breaking here. As I said, there's 2 plastics down here. And then I'm gonna take just this, what it was part of the air muffler basically, which is what you see here, that connects to the airbox. So I'm just gonna remove these things, so then I start making a bit more room. So when I want to change the airbox and all that, we're probably going to get rid of this, because there's not really a point for it. And this one is broken now, so it'll be alright. But always saving the bolts. The only thing is, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that bolt. Let me show you what it is. So if you look down, it's in between the 2 there. I think underneath the light connector there's a bulb right there, right at the bottom. So that's the one that we need to remove. So I'm going to see if I can get the ratchet down there and see if I can remove it. Down here, now we got these 2 plastic clips I was saying. I'll rather remove the bolt from that, so that's nice and loose. We just need to be careful with the wiring. But I'm getting to that moment where I'm just excited to remove this and a bit desperate. and I'm just sort of pulling everything, which is not good because we don't want to fucking break more things. So we're gonna have to be careful as much as we can anyway, to see if we can remove these plastic clips that are holding between the bumper and the wing. There you go, that's one out. I'm just basically breaking, because as I said, I'm just being lazy. I'm not taking this off from there because it's all sort of together, and I'm not being gentle with it because I'm going to replace probably that as well. So, and the bumper needs painting anyway, so as long as we don't break the holes or elongate the holes in the bumper, we should be okay. Yep, so all this front wing is out now. Headlamp back where it should go. So you see there was a tab here, and there's a tab here. Bracket down there. Just remove this bottom bit, but for what I can see, it is already sort of broken anyway, because it's rusty right there. So I'm just gonna work it out and see if I can actually just break it without cutting my hands or anything. So what we're looking at is just another bolt down there, and then we should be able to actually remove it properly. So let's get that out. Let's not be impatient. Come on, you bastard. All right, is that everything? Yep, that's everything. So, look at all this shit that we got in there. So yeah, that liner, that wheel liner is going to have to be replaced. But as you can see, look, there's nothing. That isn't bent there. That's not bent. At least as far as I know, that doesn't look bent. Down here, it looks marked. Right there, yeah, this is being pushed in, as you can see here. Right, that's been pushed in. Right, I can see that, and I'm assuming, no, that looks like that's the way it is. So that is the way it is. It comes down like that. Seems like it, yeah, and it goes upwards. So it's bent here, which we can pull that out anyway. And the important bit now is going to be to remove the door, which we're not going to do today, but we're going to remove the door and see how bad this is. But as long as that's okay, we should be good to go. We're going to have to look at that and see if that is pushed in or not. But if it isn't, then we'll be good to go just to remove that, put a new door and go from there. But yeah, as you can see, I wanted to inspect this. All right, that is, yes, it is bent there, just right here, but everything else looks quite good. So yeah, there you go. Let's just start it up with excuse of let it run and warm up. But every time I start it, it just gets me. I'm so in love with this car. And as you can see, she starts first time. I miss driving this car so much. I miss the noise, I miss how it drives, I miss the smell, I miss being in it. So we're gonna get it back on the road sooner rather than later, because as I said, I'm itching, and hopefully we can do it on a budget, because I don't count with a lot. So yes, I'm just happy. So let's give it some reps. Let's see what she sounds like. Every time that I start, it just puts a smile on my face. We need to get it back, as I said, we will. Hopefully it won't take us too long to actually get back on the road. As far as I know, what we need is going to be the wing, the door, the wheel, the outer rod. As I said, we're going to change for the ones I had on my previous rack, so we're going to do inners and outers. We're going to need a new airbox, which we already have. We need a new suspension arm, which is annoying because I have replaced them not long ago. And we're going to have to buy some shock absorbers, which I'm going to go KYB, since the top mounts are new, the springs, lower springs, as you saw in this video ages ago. So I'm not going to change that, I'm just going to go back to what it was before. And after that, we're just going to have to MOT it, and we'll be able to enjoy it once more. The only thing that I'm a bit concerned is because that one here, right there, is moved. As you can see, this one is right on the mark, right here. But that one moved right at the bottom. We might gonna have to pull this out if that is actually being pushed in. But you can see the rocker is perfectly straight. So if we go underneath, just don't take my word for it. You can see it's perfectly straight. So I'm not too concerned about it, and if we need to pull that panel out a bit, we'll do it, since I've never done it, and it'll be a nice learning curve. Lee has done it, so he can teach us how to do it. I'm not going to make the video too much longer. I just wanted to make this as an introduction of why you haven't seen this car for what it feels years now. Let me know what you think. I'm very excited to get it back on the road. It really hurt, not just physically but emotionally, seeing the car like this after so many videos on this car, so many hours spent where I learned things all because of this fucking car, and where I enjoy road trips and enjoy just daily driving it. So yeah, I'm not going to rumble too much longer. So as usual, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing if you do, and I shall see you very shortly.